Namaste and welcome, dear viewers. I'm very happy to be here with my dear friend and colleague, Marina Zakharova, who's going to be the guide for the in-person Navagraha pilgrimage this year. And I want to have a conversation with her about this magical experience so that you, our audience, can get a little bit of deeper understanding of the benefits of the Navagraha journey and what to expect both in person in India or joining it virtually as well. So welcome, Marina.
Namaste, dear Stephan. Thank you for inviting me. I'm very
Mm,
happy and I'm looking forward for our pilgrimages.
Thank you. And you were actually the one who initiated me to the Navagraha pilgrimage. I think already 3 years ago that we did it for the first time. And since then, we've done it every year with a growing group. So it's every year there was more and more energy related to it. And every year I could feel stronger benefits in my life afterwards as well. And then every time I'm very impressed also by all the knowledge and the understanding that you have about the Navagraha temples and all the Vedic wisdom that's related to that as well. Because the Navagraha temples, they're not just isolated temples, they're embedded in huge and very complex and rich Vedic culture, of which the palm leaves are also an important part. And maybe we can start with that. Um, could you maybe explain a little bit how are the palm leaves related to the Navagraha pilgrimage? What's the connection between the two?
Yes, of course. Palm leaves are like guidance for our life and they were written by rishis and they reveal our karmic journey. What is karmic reasons why we are born, which doshas, karmic blockages we are having, and how our life journey based on this karma will be revealed. And of course, the most important part is remedies, how we can purify these karmic blockages, and how we can make our life journey much better. So, palm leaves, it's also called Nadia astrology, and it also has connection with Jyotish, Vedic astrology, and it's all about karma because we are here born because of our karma. So our task should be to understand which karmic blockages we carry with us, which karmic tendencies we have, and to purify them. And these temples, they are very special places which were created by divine powers to give us opportunities to purify our karmic blockages. We can have different karmic blockages with different intensity. And when we visit these nine temples, it's very important to visit all nine temples because there are Navagraha, 9 planets, which affect our life in different ways in different areas. And when we do Navagraha pilgrimage, it is like complete yatra, complete pilgrimage. So all 9 planets can be balanced and all our karmas can be purified and also improved. So in this way, we can see very significant changes in our life. And if before we had some different issues, can be with health, finance, job, relationship, children. After visiting these temples and performing rituals, we can see how, in magical way, our life is changing. And these temples are very special. They function since many thousand years. We don't know when they were exactly established. And can you imagine every day since 1,000 years, Brahmins, priests, they are doing different rituals, pujas, chanting mantras, and connecting with these Navagrahas, these planets. So these places are very much charged with positive energies. And when you go there, this energy is affecting you in this way. Even if you don't know much about Navagrahas, rituals, Vedic culture, still this energy will work on you and will bring in balance all parts of your physical body, subtle body, which will result in much more harmonious and happy life.
Very beautifully explained. Thank you. Would you agree that the palm leaves speak about our future life story based on the karma that we bring with us and also give us opportunity to improve that karma? And that at the same time, the Navagrahas, the 9 planets, they're kind of a little bit like the physical representation of that karma. they show
Yes.
how karma is kind of represented in the constellation of the planet and the influence that they have on our life. Would you agree with that?
Yes, of course, it is like
Yes.
that. And when we visit these temples, it is like we visit directly. We go and see directly these planets who have dramatical influence on us. And we come there, we pray to them, we bring their special offerings, flowers, coconuts, and whatever they like. So, of course, in this way, they become much more friendly towards us. This is like what I wanted to mention, that this is a very unique place. It's one kind of place in the world where you can visit all Navagraha temples. And this place was especially created by divine powers, so people can heal and purify their karmas. This is the only one place in the world, very special place. Not many people know about this. So I think like if people have enough good karma and they have lucky chance to heal this karma, they will know about these places. Even many Indians, they live in India, they never know about these places, which is very surprisingly for me. So if you know about these places, the same like if you know about palm leaves, this is great chance that you have good enough karma to improve your life journey and to progress tremendously.
Yes, indeed. And this year or in January, for the first time, they're going to offer the Navagraha pilgrimage both in person as a group experience and as a virtual experience as well. So you will be leading the group experience, which is happening right in the beginning of January. Can you maybe give a very rough overview of what to expect for someone who thinks like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I want to go there. What can they expect? Is it like a nice and relaxed wellness holiday?
Yeah, of course, it's very interesting and it's amazing experience. But we need to understand this is India, and this is very traditional India, which is completely different from Europe or from places where we are coming from. There are like some benefits because you can experience something very, very unique, which can change completely your perspective, but also it is possible that you have to go out of your comfort zone and understand that this is not just holidays, this is not travel, this is not entertainment. This is very intense work, spiritual work, and we are going there to purify our karma, not only ours, but it will help all family members, ancestors, because we are all interconnected. So this is like a very important mission, spiritual mission, and we shall also be ready to face some things which can be uncomfortable for us and very unusual for us. For example, it can be very hot or humid. It can be also very noisy and hectic, lots of traffic, and also food can be spicy and unusual. But still, if we keep this in our mind, that this is very special spiritual mission, and this is very special chance to improve our lives and our beloved ones. So we can also manage this, and we can see this also as kind of moments which help us to grow.
Yes, I find it very important to point that out so that also for us
Yes,
now, because we want to go on this journey with people who are ready for it. And to be ready
yes,
just
of
means
course.
to know what to expect, no? That they're not there for the nice massage, which is also possible
Yeah,
afterwards, no? Or for the
yes,
cocktail, but they are
yeah,
there for
yeah,
the spiritual mission and for the transformation that happens through that. And that on such a group experience, everyone is in there together. It's not something that we
yes,
provide for the guests who are coming, but they are co-creating it through their energy. Now, you will be leading the group, you will be taking them to those places, but everyone needs to contribute with their presence and their dedication
of
to be
course.
on this mission together. So I find it so important to point this out to make it very, very clear. And also for those who might hear that now, we are offering free info calls to everyone who might feel a calling. where we can, first of all, answer all of your questions, but also where we want to make sure that you're really prepared for that journey as well. So if someone feels a calling to come to the group pilgrimage to India, please book a free info call with us before so we can find out together if that's for you. And if it is, then of course we would love to take you with us to that magical journey. But also for those who feel like, oh, Navagraha sounds very interesting, but maybe it's a little intense, or I can't take the time off from my job, or maybe children and so forth. For those people, we are also offering the virtual pilgrimage, which is going to happen after the in-person group experience, because we as the MyPalmLeaf team, we are going to go on that pilgrimage together, and we are going to take many people with us virtually. And that means that we will have puja ceremonies performed for them in their name at each of those temples, which was a very, very powerful experience in the last years that we've done that as well. And Marina,
Yes.
can you maybe explain a little bit more? How does such a if a puja is done on behalf of someone, how does that work? What's the effect of that?
Yeah, that's a very beautiful opportunity for people who can't come to India now, but they want to work on their karma, and they also want to establish some karmic connection with those places. I have already observed many times that we had clients who had performed virtual pujas on their behalf, and then in 1 year or 2 years or 3 years, they're coming to these places because this connection, energetical connection, is already there. So this is also very important. Um, how does it function? When we come to this temple, we do some special offerings in every temple for Navagraha. And also, priest is performing puja. And he is chanting your name, your family name, and also nakshatra and moon sign. These are like a very special astrological identification, and in this way, like energy will be directed towards to you. So this is like your astrological address, we can tell. And we know already that energy is beyond time and space limitations. So, of course, you will get lots of benefits if these pujas are performed for you, even during virtual pilgrimage. And we had already many, many people who participated in virtual pilgrimage, and they also gave us lots of feedbacks how it was helpful, and they could really feel these energies, and they shared so many magical experiences, how things started unfolding in their life. So we need to keep in mind that for energy, there is no time, space limitation, and energy is everywhere. So when pujas are performed on behalf of your name, you will get directly the benefits of these pujas.
Yes, and I can confirm that this has been a very powerful moment also for us, no, when we've been there and when the priests were like chanting all the names from all these people, it was as if they were with us energetically.
Yes,
And it felt
exactly.
like also like a big responsibility in a way to bring all these people with us virtually. And I was very impressed how tangible it was and also by all the feedback we got. So for those who hear that now, so besides the pujas that are being performed in your name, we will also share a WhatsApp and a Telegram group where we post updates every day, where you can see images, videos, know about what's happening on the pilgrimage.
Yes.
And we're also sending daily emails with explanations about the different planets, also with a practice with different mantras, how to connect with these planets as well at the same time. So, of course, the more someone engages during that virtual pilgrimage, the more also they take 5, 10, 15 minutes each day to connect with these planets, the more powerful it is. But also just having these pujas performed for someone without doing much already has a very strong effect, I found. That's also why we decided
Yes.
to separate the group experience, where we take people first on their pilgrimage, and then we have the virtual pilgrimage where we can fully focus on taking all these people with us virtually. Which, of course, for you, Marina, means that you're going to do the pilgrimage again 2 times in a row right after each other, which you've done a
Yes.
few times already. Hmm. I also found it very interesting how the priests were very different at each of the temples. Maybe you can say a few words
Yes.
about that.
Of course, every planet has its own qualities, and when you visit temples and you see these priests who are like serving these planets for many many years, I think it is also like lineage. It's like from grandfather to father to son, they pass this service. So you can see actually how energies of different planets are affecting this priest. For example, in Venus temple, mostly you will see very beautiful, loving priests and who really represent these qualities of Venus. And in Saturn temple, the priests will be very strict, mostly very old, and they have some problems with their teeth and so on. So this is also very Saturn qualities. In Mars temples, the energy will be very intense. Mars is warrior, so lots of hectic, lots of people, and very loud. And priests will be also very like Mars quality, like warriors, very strict. So this is also very interesting to observe and to see how this planetary energies are affecting people who are in service of them.
Mm. Yes, it was very interesting, not to observe the difference
Yeah.
in the energies. And would you agree that connecting with the different planets helps both to like smoothen their or soften the like difficult impacts, but at the same time to also strengthen their positive impact?
Yeah, that's true. That's why we do all 9 planets, because in our birth chart, some planets can be strong, some planets can be weak, unbalanced. So when we do all 9 planets, if we have some planets which are weak, debilitated, so these planets will become stronger. If we have already some planets which are in good position, these planets will give us even better results. So it will help us tremendously to improve our karma in different areas and to improve the influence of these grahas in our life. It's not necessary that it happens, like exactly after pilgrimage that your life is changing like this. Not necessary, but during time you can see changes. You can see how many things are shifting. So this is sometimes it can take some time, but it is happening. Of course, it is. It like it will definitely happen.
I also felt that the impact from the Navagraha pilgrimage had more of like a long-term effect, I found.
Yes, of
It was
course.
not only immediate and then gone, it was really like slowly and for a long period it had a positive effect.
Yeah,
Um,
in some areas of life, for example, when you have enough positive karma and you do pujas, it can be a very quick result, very quick good result. But in some areas where you have not good karma, for example, relationship karma, so it can take some time, but definitely it will bring very good results. So it depends on your karmic journey and this moment, like which planets are more balanced, which planets are weak, and so on. So every person will have very different experiences. For some people, life will change like tremendously after pilgrimage. For some people, it will take more time. So we just need to trust this process and to know that we are doing our best, we are putting efforts, and the results we give to divine, and divine will definitely give us positive results whenever it is the right time for us.
mm, that's very beautiful point to close with that statement of we just need to make our best effort and then trust that life will give us what's best for us. I agree with
Yes,
that.
exactly.
Mm. So thank you very much, Marina, both for this conversation, but also for initiating me into the Navagraha temples, into a Navagraha pilgrimage. And I look very forward for another magical and powerful journey together very soon. So thank you
Thank
very
you so much,
much.
Stefan. I'm also waiting for our upcoming pilgrimages. Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.